Who do you think Joe Biden's going to pick for a VP?
I don't like making predictions, but I have thought for basically the exact same reasons since March. I've just thought it's probably going to be Harris. And I think that the justifications for that choice have changed over the past few months, but I have thought the reasons for it have been pretty much the same, which is just that basically he's comfortable with her and he likes her, and she won't scare anyone off.
I think I was with you up until a week ago.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The announcement this week that they have a list of black women for the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That might mean that
makes me believe that maybe it's Tammy Baldwin or Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, that could be. I hadn't made the connection that you may be right.
And I get the sense that there's just a lot of activity on the Warren side. Like she came out with that bill to extend to bump.
There's some new polling.
Voters who already like Biden want Harris as VP. Voters on the fence want Warren, and it's not even close. I mean,
oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure this is my argument has been, because I think all the data, the polling, the data suggests that Warren would be the smart pick, but I've just sort of convinced myself that if it's driven by what Biden, who he's just comfortable with, then that's why I felt like it was her advantage. But we'll see.
I also, and I don't know where I heard this rumor, that Obama's people actually want Warren, which is a little bit surprising.
Yeah,
based
that is
on
surprising.
what we have, heard about her in the White House. But they may also, for vice president, maybe, I don't know. The idea is that
maybe they just want her out of the Senate.
Well, I mean, that is something to consider, because you do have a Republican governor there, and at least for some period of time, he's going to appoint a replacement. I imagine they have an election. I'm trying to remember how it went with Kennedy.
But they also, and who knows what, because like these Northeast Democrat states are so bizarre, but they have a Democratic supermajority in the legislature. Like they could change the succession law tomorrow, and it's sort of odd that they haven't acted on that. But
what do you think? I mean, I agree with you. Like with Harris, I feel like Donald Trump would have nothing to say about Harris. I mean, I think maybe you'd start to see like, some Facebook ads talking about her being a prosecutor, et cetera, et cetera. But I feel like I don't know that that's going to have.
I feel like they have, like they're still kind of trying that stuff out. Like I definitely saw like a clip from a Trump ad that was Joe Biden talking about the crime bill, but I can't imagine that stuff is like they're actually putting real money or effort behind that. That's just trolling the libs.
And Elizabeth Warren, I think I can already imagine Donald Trump saying like, Sleepy Joe, it's basically you're electing Pocahontas.
Right.
Because Sleepy Joe is probably not even going to show up at the White House.
It's going to be too sleepy.
Pocahontas.
He's going to sleep in, won't be. Yeah.
I think that I think the resonance of that in the wake of what's happening on the streets is also I think that would actually maybe hurt Donald Trump. I mean, we're at the point like where the football team from Washington, D.C. is maybe at the precipice of finally changing its name.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess we'll find out in just a matter of weeks.
Yeah. I mean, he did. I don't know. I think he said he was maybe backtracking on the August 1 deadline, but I mean, you can't really push it much later than that.
Right. He'll do it before the convention, which I think is slated for mid-August, right?
Yeah, it's mid-August. Yeah. So we'll know soon.
All right. So